So what do you do if the role that you want is not working out and you're just running into roadblock after roadblock and you're just not getting the right opportunities? Well, this is a question that I think someone is running into. They are specifically looking to get back into product management and they're having some trouble. So let's go ahead and check out this post and I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. So the title of this post says, PM career is not working out. What's next? He says, I'm a senior product manager, 7 years product experience. Last year, he was working at a startup until his company decided to lay off employees due to budget cuts. Since then, I have been looking for a job from the past 3 months. I have given my best in interviews, but the challenge is real. I've been keeping up on the waiting list as the third candidate since there are so many highly qualified candidates for one position. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that right now. I feel like a backup in case the first 2 candidates reject the offer, and acceptance rate has been high. In other interviews, even if I clear the phone interviews, when I reach the on-site, the position is closed. Hence, I have started thinking about what's next. What position should you suggest I try if product management is not working out? I really appreciate if you can help me with referral in your company. All right, so you've been a product manager for 7 years, so you've got a lot of experience, and it seems like you're trying to get back into the industry. One thing I'm going to tell you right off the bat right now is just a really tough time because across the industry, if you guys don't know this already, companies are doing layoffs, whether it's tier 1 tech companies or CPG companies or any of the companies in the Fortune 500 are probably doing a lot of different cuts and cost savings. They call it cost savings, but essentially they're just preemptively doing this so that they don't get left behind and that that they don't end up being the only company with a bunch of extra headcount. It is what it is, so you just have to accept it. But the fact is, positions in getting a product management position right now, or any sort of highly sought after competitive position like engineering, data scientist, program manager, project manager, is going to be challenging. So you just have to sort of accept that fact, and you can either embrace it and work harder at it, or you can make some adjustments and be a little bit more flexible in what you're looking after. If you've worked in PM for, let's say, a tech company for 7 years, that should give you enough credibility, enough experience for you to parlay that and get into either a program manager role, maybe a technical program manager role. You haven't really explained your background and whether you have an engineering background, but if you have that will also make you much more attractive and competitive, where you can pivot into other types of roles as well. But those are kind of the 3 or 4 ones that I can think of off the top of my head, where I think the PM experience will definitely help you make that pivot. But if you're really set on PM, just take some additional time. There's still a lot of companies that are hiring, and inevitably what happens is companies do these layoffs, and when the economy gets better, they're going to all be competing for the same talent out there. So you just have to be patient. You also want to be thoughtful about this. And if you're running into some financial challenges where you need to pay the bills, pay the rent, put food on the table, then it might be worth picking up some other part-time jobs or finding something in the interim until you can find something that's more permanent. They often say that the best time to look for a job is when you have a job. So if you have something on the side that you can do, or maybe not your first choice, maybe it's a job at a tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 company, that's okay. As long as you're able to put food on the table and support your family and yourself, that's all that really matters. But those are kind of the things that I would look for. Also, if you're not too picky, also just be open to relocation. If you don't have a house, even if you don't have certain family commitments, be open to maybe leaving your city or your state and going somewhere else where there's more opportunities. Or maybe even just use this time to travel a little bit and figure out what's really next for you. But yeah, I would also just think outside the box, man. Use your talents, use your skill sets to maybe solve a problem or maybe even start a new company. A lot of people these days are using the internet and starting businesses, whether it's their own YouTube channel or starting some sort of an e-commerce website, or there's just so many different opportunities. And I think if you're a product manager, you should have that creativity and that ability to problem solve. So just look at this as an opportunity for you to reinvent yourself and do something maybe that you've never considered, and see how far that takes you. Anyways, guys, that's sort of my advice for this OP. Drop some comments down below if you have some additional advice for this guy, and what other alternatives he should be thinking about, or should he continue to just focus on PM, because it's going to be competitive either way, but at least you can increase your chances if you're a little bit more open-minded. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Drop some comments down below, like this video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.